Maya has been known for many years as one of the best software in the CG industry. So in today's video, we're gonna take a look at some simple but cool projects from the community created using Maya. But before we do that, if you are interested in learning about animation in Maya, this training can be for you. You will start first by learning some techniques of design, sculpting and texturing using ZBrush, as well as some retopology, rigging and animation techniques inside Maya. You will also learn how to use kit bashing to create environments and some VFX shots using 3ds Max, as well as rendering using V-Ray 5. There are 23 hours of video content in the course, and by watching each video you will learn how to use industry standard programs to plan, develop, make and execute a whole shot. Additionally, you will learn how to prepare the rigging and animation of a fantasy character and how to bring it to life. And at last, you will explore how to put everything together and render stunning shoots for your demo reel. First on our list is Gummy Gas Crysis. The art style on this project is very unique. At the first glance, you might think of it as a 2D or cel shading style animation, but in reality, it is a mix of different techniques. The artist behind this short animation used matte painting for backgrounds, also used projection mapping for some foreground elements, incorporating 2D animations for effects like smoke and explosions. The main character ad had a simple rig, and the camera animation had interesting angles and movements. Overall, the film has good composition and consistent mood, colors, and enjoyable story. The second project in today's video is a short animation called Made in 3 weeks, and it refers to the period of time taken to finish this project. It was made by Billy Dow, who used several pieces of software but mainly Maya to complete this animation. He sculpted the sea creature in ZBrush and brought it to Maya for the rest of the work, which included retopology, UV mapping, rigging, and animation of the character. Then he moved to Unreal for rendering, where he used a simple yet effective lighting setup to convey the look and feel of the shot. Speaking of the shot, the composition is simple and no camera movements were involved. Moving on now to a project called BB-8 in London, and this time around it is a live-action short film. It was made by Dean Wright and Emma Wilson at around the same year that Star Wars The Force Awakens came out. It's a 2-minute movie that captures the story of the BB-8 robot wandering the streets of London and ends up entering the office of A.N.I.M.A.L, which is the Industrial Light and Magic studio. And this gives a nice reference to the original movie makers. Dean also released a decent breakdown of how he made the movie from the script to the storyboarding. He even shared some amazing techniques regarding lighting and creating some reflections on the robot in real footage. And on top of that, he gave the BB-8 model for free. Artist and character creator Jay Hale made a small but very interesting animation called Nima, which refers to the name of the original character by Ross Tran, and Jay made a very comprehensive video on how he created this animation, starting from creating the character in ZBrush, going to Maya for creating hair, then moved to Unreal for lighting and rendering. The animation itself is not complex, but its small facial smirk and the character putting the sword inside the sheath is kinda the only thing you need to do. Of course, with small camera animation and some wind driving the character's hair, as well as some nice composition and background and some sakura leaves. Next we have an animation done by Polius from ArtStation. He did a short render showcasing his animation skills in Maya with the Deadpool character, focusing on the body mechanics and the physics of the character doing some moves, jumps, kicks and flips. Even though the animation is short, it amazingly incorporates most of the animation principles such as arcs, anticipation, timing, exaggeration, etc. Next we have a very cool animation done by Hardsurface and lit and rendered by Lucas Greta. The story of the animation revolves around a fight between Spiderman and Dr.Octopus, where the fight takes place in what looks like to be a sewage underground environment. The animation looks great, with nice camera movements and shading with a painting look and feel to it, which made it very interesting, as well as the addition of some of those comic effects which I imagine is inspired by the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movie. Next up on our list, we have this amazing dragon animation crafted by a group of artists from Italy. Lorenzo did the sculpting, texturing, and animation of the creature, A.N.I.M.A.L took care of the rigging in Maya, and he was responsible for the dragon breath effect, while Sophia did the lighting and composition tasks. The animation looks really good, and at first glance, you would think it is a shot from the Game of Thrones TV show or something. What really made it stand out for me is the secondary movements of the fins in the neck of the dragon. Luna 25 is a 9-minute short film created by a group of students as part of their graduation project at A.S.M.A., which is a French art school. The story of the movie takes place in space, where 2 Russian astronauts have a mission on the moon. One of them stays on the station, while the other goes to the moon to collect the requested specimen. However, the story took a turn when he got caught by a solar storm and got hit by its wind, but he managed to escape with a great damage and radiation, of course. That made him decide to throw himself into the void of space at the end of the movie. The artist managed to capture the essence of space using lighting and convey its dark and empty nature. The assets used in this project and animation are of high quality, and the only thing I think needed more work are the facial animations. Other than that, everything looks good, which makes it really a great movie. Now let's talk about a special project of animation. I said special because it is not a single animation or a short film, but rather a series of animation that 2 artists did for a music channel. These shorts exhibit a very nice and interesting feel, as they look like stop-motion animations due to the fact that they use realistic materials which look like paper and cardboards for the assets and characters, as well as the shallow depth of field which gives that miniature look. Last but not least, this video is a 9-minute short film that won 3 awards and got nominated for another 5. The movie is called Wirecutters, and it was released in 2014. The storyline talks about a small mining robot that looks for precious gems all day long, but one day it encounters a much bigger excavator. They built an alliance to work much faster, but that didn't last for long, as greed got into their partnership and ruined it. The animation work is pretty solid in this film, as it didn't get in the way of conveying the message of the writers, and I bet the concept art for the robot got its fair share, as the artists succeeded when it comes to the eyes, as they gave the robot a soul and feelings other than just a cold piece of metal. I hope you found this project inspiring. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. You can also check some of our previous videos. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.